Alright y'all, what's going on? Back again with another video, and today we just got some more news regarding the Halloween event and the Gen 3 event, or Gen 3 update, and we have some special news in that, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so basically as you can see here, it says a new Halloween Pikachu hat confirmed by an Apple Watch App Store advertisement. Now, they was mentioning something about a Mimikyu hat or something like that, so we'll have to get into this to see just where, or what kind of Pikachu hat we're going to be getting. Because you know Niantic, we always get some kind of party hat, you know, a Christmas hat. So this is actually pretty new for Halloween, you know, as the new Halloween Pikachu hat. So. And remember, you can't transfer these out, too, so if you don't want that many, then just don't catch a lot of Pikachus with the new Halloween hat. It's your call. So, anyway, guys, let me just let you guys know, obviously, y'all know it's cold out here, so make sure y'all bundling up. And for those of y'all that's going to the Philadelphia free streets, make sure you bundle up because it's going to be cold there, too. Also, for the rest of this month, not the rest of the month, but the rest of this week, it's going to be in the 70s, so that's not too bad, but it will be in the 40s and 50s this morning, in the morning time, so that's why it gets so cold. But yeah, make sure you guys bundle up, because we're going to be walking around catching Pokemon, so I think I'll give you guys the degrees also. So, yeah, so that's about it. 71 degrees later on, starting tomorrow into, I believe, Sunday. And then from Monday on, it's going to go down a little bit more next week. So yeah, but in the morning, it's going to be between 40, in the 40s and in the 50s. So guys, stay tuned, and just want to share that with y'all. And yeah, let's get into this even more. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so as you can see, it says here, trainers, a new Pikachu hat is expected to become available during the Halloween 2017 event, as shown in the Apple Watch App Store today. The App Store featured a Pokemon Go advertisement showing several already known Gen 3 Pokemon and Pikachu with its signature Halloween hat. Now, it says titled, Now Spookier Than Ever. The ad features Mischievous, Gengar, Sableye, Duskull, and Halloween hat Pikachu. So, I'm going to go ahead and show y'all guys what this looks like, so stay tuned. Alright, so basically this is what it looks like. You know, now spookier than ever. This is what it looks like. Pikachu's gonna be donning a witch hat. We might actually get two hats. Who really knows, you know what I mean, with Niantic. But it would be dope if we could get the Mimikyu hat, which is the Gen 7 Pokemon. For those of you that don't know who Mimikyu is, it's actually the Pokemon that actually looks something like Pikachu. If you still watch the anime series, it's the Pokemon that Jessie has, and basically it always attacks Pikachu out of nowhere. So yeah, but for now we're getting the witch hat, so at least we know that. So like I said, I try to keep you guys updated on the stuff. But remember also, the video might be laggy or still laggy. I've been trying to work on it, but I hope I don't lose some subscribers because my video is laggy. I'm just trying to work on it. But regardless, I'm still trying to get y'all the news. Some of y'all probably already know this, but still, as my job as a YouTuber is my job to get y'all out the latest news. So yeah, stay tuned guys, so that we can get more into this. Stay tuned. Okay, sorry about that, a bug crawling on my finger. I'm sitting in the park, guys. Anyway, so it says here, we are expecting that the following new Pokemon collectibles and bonuses will be available for the Halloween event. So this is what we're going to be getting, you know, as terms of not everything, just some of the things. So it's a select Gen 3 ghost types as discussed here. I'm going to click here at the end of the video, and then it's even more stuff that I want to get into. Sorry for the garbage truck, guys. Again, I'm sitting in the park. Normally when I'm sitting someplace outside, it's usually by where cars are, just because that's where all the benches and stuff are, or the steps, wherever I'm sitting. But yeah, so it says here, a special event Pikachu with the Halloween hat, a special Mimikyu hat for trainers, increased candy gang like we did last year, similar to last year's Halloween event, exactly. In-store sale featuring super incubators. So, this is going to be a pretty dope event, but we're supposed to be getting some more stuff, obviously, because it's not official of what exactly we're going to be actually getting. So yeah, let's see what else we're going to be getting. It says, it is yet to be confirmed when the Halloween event will start and finish, but judging by the Pokemon Company's marketing efforts, we should be hearing from Niantic very soon, maybe even this week. Now, I want to say something about that. Now, that makes sense because next week is, I believe, is the 23rd, 2 weeks before my mom's birthday. So shout out to my mom for her birthday. Hers is the 25th, by the way. So basically, they gotta announce something no later than Monday, next Monday, because not unless they're gonna, because they will, otherwise they would have to like make it a full announcement, like and by they I mean Niantic. They have to basically announce something on or before Monday, which is next week, because we had 2 weeks of an event last year, so it would only make sense to do it again this year. And the way they talking, they said they have a lot of stuff in store for us trainers, so we should be able to get 2 weeks, and you never know, they might surprise us with 3 weeks to a month. By that time, they should just release the whole Gen 3 if we're not going to get it, and if we just going to see just the Ghost type Pokemon. So, but I'm hoping to see a full release of Gen 3. That's what the way they're saying, but from what they're showing us, we're only going to get just the Ghost types and the Dark types. So yeah, we're going to have to just like wait and just basically see. So yeah, let's get into the rest of this. So it says, for those who don't remember, the Pokemon Company silently announced new Pokemon for Halloween a few weeks ago, but majority of media outlets, including GoHub, dismissed that a wording slip-up. So this is the slip-up here. It says, the Halloween season is a special time in Pokemon Go. Plenty of good stuff is coming to the game later this October, and we can't wait to get out and about to see what sort of excitement we can scare up while catching new Pokemon to fill out our Pokedex. So, being that they saw the word, catching new Pokemon. So basically, that's what I'm saying. Nobody really knows if we're gonna get the full Gen 3, but they saying that they still have the abilities and the attacks to work on before they can do a full release. But I mean, with all this time here, I'm sure they can switch at any time, because that takes little to no time. They was waiting for the sound effect for each Pokemon, but now that that's in the game's code, they can flip the switch, like I said, at any time. So it says here, fortunately, we were wrong, and it's now fairly obvious that their wording referenced the release of Gen 3 Ghost types. According to, that's basically what they mean. We just gonna get just the Gen 3 Ghost types. Even so, Gen 3, it's still Gen 3, so technically I was still right. And not to toot my own horn, but that's just the way it is. But by next week, not next week, but by next month, we should definitely have Gen 3 fully if we don't already get it by this event here. So it says here, according to the same post, a major marketing push is happening across all Pokemon games and platforms for Halloween. Maybe we are going to get even more goodies once the official announcement goes live. Now, like I said, the official announcement, we have to see sometime between this week and Monday. That's only 6 days. So I don't really know what to explain, but guys, stay tuned, and of course, I have more stuff to show you, so yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, so basically, remember earlier I said I was going to show you the second page where the word here was highlighted in green in that paragraph? Well, this is that. So it says here, analysis of Halloween Gen 3 Pokemon families, Sableye, Shuppet, Banette, Dusclaw, and Dusclops. Now, let's get into this. Stay tuned. Alright, so it says, with the recently data mined back confirmation that Gen 3, or a part of it, because like we still don't know if we're getting a full release or not, will be available for this year's Halloween, we decided to do a quick analysis of the Gen 3 Pokemon species featured in the event's key art. See it in full resolution here. Now, if you guys want to check that out, you just click that green link there. So Sableye, Shuppet, and Banette, Dusclaw, and Dusclops. Now it says, as of this writing, there are no hints in the code base that abilities will be a part of this release, but we will be mentioning them anyway, just in case. We are also excluding Gengar, Caterpie, and Murkrow, as our readers probably know quite a lot about them at this point. Yes, because they're Gen 2 Pokemon and Gen 1 Pokemon. Now it says here, the Mimikyu hat will get its own post on the hub as soon as Antonio catches up with the last few episodes of Sun and Moon. Now, he's, I guess, taking care of all the Mimikyu hat details and everything like that. And I'm guessing he's going to post it here, whatever it is. But, yeah, so this is the general overview. So stay tuned and we'll get into that. Alright, so it says, all of the featured Pokemon are ghost types with mediocre stats and max CP. Stat-wise, we don't believe that any of the ghostly additions will be useful in current meta. Sableye, the attack power is 141, and of course it's a ghost dark type. You got Shuppet, Bayonet, Duskull, and Dusclops. Now if you look over here, this is the CP that it's gonna have. I don't want to ruin this for anyone, but I mean, the whole point is to catch Pokemon, right? But again, like I said, I don't want to, ruin that for anyone. So if y'all want to check that out, just go to PokemonGoHub.net and, you just go check it out if you want to. So, here it says, Dusclops does evolve in Generation 4 to Dusknoir, which raises its max CP to 2092. None of the featured Pokemon have interesting stats, except from Dusclops' massive 234 defense. Sableye and Bayonet do have future Mega Evolutions, but it could be literally years before we see Mega Evolution in Pokemon Go. Now, so let's say a potential abilities overview. Now, this is what we need implemented in the game, like Trantips was mentioning a few days back. Now, it says, given how disappointing the stats overview is, surely there is something to look forward to when it comes to Pokemon abilities, right? Well, it's a mixed bag. Sableye can have Keen Eye. Now, this is Sableye's, basically, its Pokemon ability. So it says, can have Keen Eye installed. Now I'm going to let you guys know what each of those represent. So it says Keen Eye prevents loss of accuracy and stall forces the Pokemon to attack last, none of which are very useful in Pokemon Go. Accuracy doesn't even exist as a concept yet, so that's why it wouldn't work. It wouldn't make sense to have it, because we don't even have accuracy, in the game or nothing like that. So it says here, Shuppet and Bayonet have Insomnia and Frisk. Now, Insomnia prevents sleep status effect, and so that means you can't use Hypnosis or nothing like that. But again, we need a new gym battling system in order for all this to work. Now it says, while Frisk checks opponent, Insomnia prevents sleep status effect, while Frisk checks opponent's held item. Again, not very useful. Go doesn't have status effects or held items, and it really doesn't. But like before, when the game first came out, Niantic did mention that they didn't want to really have the game to be like and this is what a lot of people fail to realize. They don't want the game Pokemon Go to actually be just like DS games. Otherwise, you can just go play the DS games. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like Niantic is trying to make it a little bit different from, like I said, the DS games and the actual Pokemon Go. So, but I mean, to me personally, I just want to catch the Pokemon. Battling Pokemon is cool too, but powering up, because that's all a part of it. But hey, to each his own, right? So here it says Duskull and Dusclops have Levitate and Pressure. Levitate makes the Pokemon immune to ground attacks, while Pressure increases Pokemon power consumption. Now, this is interesting, as we can easily imagine how this can be mapped to Pokemon Go. Levitate stays as it is, but Pressure makes the opponent's charge move cost more energy, in turn resulting in the opponent using less charge moves. So say like if your charge move was like Thunderbolt, and you had about like 10 Thunderbolts, you're gonna basically stop really using a lot of Thunderbolts, because for every time Pressure, well, if Pressure is already being used in the battle, because I think it's already gonna activate once I start, because, well, that's just how Pressure works. Just like Rain Dance, like it's gonna keep activating within the game. But anyway, with Pressure, it's gonna basically make you like, okay, so let's say if it takes one, like when you use Thunderbolt, it only makes you use one Thunderbolt per turn. But being that Pressure is activated within the game, it's gonna make it's gonna force out for you to use 3 instead of just 1. So that 3 is just gonna increase the attack power, but it's gonna actually not gonna increase the attack power, but it's just gonna make you use like 3 or however many it's gonna make you use, and it's just gonna keep making you, waste your Thunderbolts and your charge moves. So you're gonna want to use that a little bit less, because every time that you use it, it's not gonna just be 1. you're gonna be using like 2 or 3 or however many. You know, it's kind of like Gengar's spike. It's gonna start taking Pokemon moves away like that. So and it makes people wanna not use it so much. So that's why pressure is actually pretty good to use. Now, it says here, out of all these, levitate and pressure seem like the ones most likely to be implemented. We'll have to wait and see, but if Niantic implements abilities such as Frisk, they will surely work differently than their core game equivalent, which is the DS game like I was talking about earlier. Now here it says potential moves, overview, and conclusion. We are quite confident that the following moves will be available in some capacity. Foul Play, which is a dark type move, Dark Pulse, which is a dark type move, Ominous Wind, which is a ghost type move, and Shadow Ball, which is a ghost type move, which is already in the game. Now, don't forget about, we're going to have moves like Dark Punch once abilities and other moves get changed around in the game. It says, we are not sure if we expect new moves to be added for this event, but it will come sometime in the game. I mean, it just has to make sense, because that was in the DS games, and I mean, what's new Pokemon without new moves? Which is one of the moves that I remember is Shadow Punch, which Dusclops can use. Or any other ghost Pokemon with hands or whatever. So it says, as times go on, we are more and more convinced that the Halloween 2017 event will feature only the aforementioned Gen 3 ghost Pokemon, ghost species, not the entire Gen 3, because like, I don't think they're gonna do it either, because they still gotta, yeah, the sound files are in the data mine, however, the movesets and the abilities are not. So, they're working on that, but that, like I said before, that takes little to nothing, and they could just pop that in there and flip the switch at any given time. Now, it says, with that in mind, we are not sure should we expect new moves and the introduction of abilities. And it says, in any case, none of the featured Pokemon are going to shake the meta in any significant way. So, let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, guys, so, scroll back up at the top. Alright, guys, so I just want to share that with you guys, because that was new news that was out. And I want to share that with you guys if you don't know already. And this is basically for you, or, you know, anybody who wants to know, or for those that don't know, whatever it is. But yeah, that's going to wrap this video up, guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, sub, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Comment down below, smack a like on this video. And again, I don't want to lose subscribers because my video is a little bit laggy. For the moment, I'm still working on that. I might even be getting a new phone, or, you know, I'm working on the whole lag issue. So don't let that stop you from subscribing to my channel. If you like my information that I'm giving you, then stay subscribed. You know, that doesn't make sense to unsubscribe, you know, from something that just because it has like a little, it's kind of like a brand new car. You're not gonna not buy a brand new car just because it has a little blemish. Yeah, it's brand new, but somebody may have sideswiped it, pulling in or whatever, and they, you know, need time to fix it up before they sell it or whatever. You know, you're not going to change your mind if the car is dope to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. And the same goes for a bike or whatever else, or a house or whatever it is. But yeah, so guys, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And as always, guys, yeah, I'm out. Peace and be blessed. As always, I'm out. Vortex style.